Hey everybody, this is Justice, and I'm here with C. Butters, whose secret name is Cameron. Hey Cameron, I outed you.
Hey. Uh-oh.
Cameron's in his secret lab. So
Sure am.
we're looking at the Minisforum V3. Is that right?
That's correct. The Minisforum V3 tablet.
Yeah, I'm doing a drawing test. I know there's been a lot of questions on how this performs. So Cameron, you're in whiteboard. Can you tell us a little bit about the computer and the stylus, the
Yeah, so
technology
the
used?
biggest thing about that people are excited about with this particular tablet is it's the first time we've really had a tablet device that use AMD APUs, which give it a good degree of performance, specifically the graphical performance. But this one in particular kind of comes with the whole kitchen sink. Pen, very Surface Pro-y. It has Windows Hello, a fingerprint reader, all while being in a pretty small package, but with really decent power.
Yeah, and a good price too.
Yeah, 11.99, and they just announced a 16 gigabyte version for I think I want to say just around $950. I think I can't remember the exact price, but a little bit cheaper. But I get you 16 gigabytes of RAM and a 1 terabyte drive, and the
Yeah.
higher end one is 32 gigs of RAM and a 1 terabyte drive.
Yeah, that's a steal compared to the Surface line.
It really is. But yeah, I guess we're looking at we're just doing some basic pen usage. Is there how should I start this off? Do you want to look at
Yeah,
vertical lines?
yeah, if you want to draw just some horizontal lines and then we'll do some diagonal ones. The questions that uh, I'm going to have and that our viewers are going to have. By the way, if you want to know more about this computer, check out C Brothers Tech on YouTube, and I'll link to that in the description. So the questions that we're going to have is on jitter. How does it compare to the Surface line? How does it compare to the Asus ROG Z13? It's look pretty nice. And then,
Yeah,
do you know, does it have palm rejection issues?
I have. This is literally the first time I'm starting to use it, so I'll have
Okay.
to play with it a little bit here. Um, I'm resting my palm across. It seems fairly decent. Um, I have my fingers are resting on the screen as I'm doing this,
All right, so we'll have a little bit
and
more information.
it seems pretty good, actually.
Can you do the lightest line that you can do? Just the weight of the pen on the screen.
Sure.
This is whiteboard, so it's not designed for.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like
Yeah,
granularity. I mean, it's a little bit of a thickness sensitive, but not super, not a whole lot.
yeah. I think the specs are probably pretty standard, like 2048 or 4096.
Yeah, I think it's a 4096.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my brain
One
just
of
about
the
started
one of the
smoking.
really interesting things about drawing on this device versus a Surface device, if you're used to it, is the fact that this does have kind of a glare reduction layer,
Mm-hmm.
um, but it also makes it. It almost feels very tacky. It feels almost like paper. It's not
Mm-hmm.
glossy smooth. It's very tacky, which
Yeah.
for drawing actually, I mean, it feels really nice actually.
Can you do some slow diagonal lines and
Sure.
use a not a straight edge, but something that would have that same effect, just something straight that you can set on the screen and
Absolutely.
draw along.
Yeah. Let's try this.
No part of me is surprised that you have an Android device. Oh, that looks nice.
Got to go really slow.
All right, and then can you zoom in?
Yep.
There's some little jitter, but not too bad. All right, and then can you just rest your palm on the screen and then do a slow diagonal line? Do you know, is this Microsoft Pen Protocol? It
It
looks
is.
looks like the stylus is Renacer clone. or it's a Renacer stylus.
Yeah, it has that's the USB-C and 2 button. Doesn't
Oh
have the
yeah,
well, actually, it does have something on the end, but I think it's just a button. I'm actually not sure what that button does.
okay, that's all right.
But it doesn't seem. Oh, it does erase. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it does have eraser on the end too.
Cool.
In addition to 2 buttons, so it's interesting.
All right, so palm on the screen. Yeah, and then diagonal. Actually, looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's much better than the Z13, at least when I had it.
Yeah, I think so too. The Z13's okay. That looks better and for a good $600 less. Granted, gaming is going to be a significant difference, but
Yeah.
if you're using a tablet, consider the Tablet Pro Studio suite of tools. We have a radio menu that allows you to do things like resize a brush, color pick, move around the screen, zoom. This is with the radio menu. You can do all these same things, any combination of button presses, keyboard shortcuts that really help in controlling software. You can see here we can switch dynamically between different brushes very quickly and adjust. Adjust opacity, painting modes, erasing, undo, delete, all sorts of different things. So check that out at tabletpro.com, and I'll put a link in the description. Screen brightness on this one?
So I believe I want to say it's around 450 to 500 nits.
Okay, so not quite as bright as the Surface Pro 10.
No, not as bright as Surface Pro 10, which gets about 650, but it is fairly bright. This is the max brightness. I could pull out the Pro 10 and put it side by side if we wanted as well.
That's okay, 450.
But it's kind of hard to see it.
Yeah, the Surface Pro 9 was right around 450 to 500, so very similar to that.
Very comparable with Surface Pro 9, yeah.
All right, Cameron, this really helps. Cameron, okay. Can you open Rebel 7 and do a quick test there?
Sure thing.
Cameron, thank you. I think that really helped for anyone who is watching, trying to figure out if this device would work for them for art. And again, you guys just remember, if you want to learn more about this device, Cameron is kind of the expert online right now. He had some of the first reviews and they're really well done. So check that out at C Butters Tech. All right, thanks Cameron for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.